YOLO people, this is MythWorks, and today I am going to analyze my own painting, which means I'm self-teaching. Self-teaching to paint, and paint like a proper person. At first I started with the sky as per usual because the sky is the furthest away. Now I'm trying to find that ground that I want to paint. The question is, what is the ground that I want to paint? Is it a mountains? Is it a lake? Is it a forest or whatever? Turned out to be mountains because they are triangular. Apparently, they're easy to do. Question is just how easy it is to do a good mountain. Obviously not that very easy because first of all what you need to do is to decide. And as usual, making a decision is not an easy thing. So I picked a brush that makes these squarish, not really squarish, these odd shapes, like lots and lots of brush strokes on top of each other, and it is really good for making mountains that are not perfectly chill with form. They're like they are choppy, and that is exactly what I was looking for, because what I needed was to establish a shape of a mountain. Now I started to add details on mountains when there is absolutely no need to add the detail in a mountain. That was a mistake, a massive one, because now that I added a detail on a mountain, my brains immediately think that, okay, mountains are done, let's move on. And no, they were done way before I added those greenish blobs there. And now I'm trying to find where could I put some forest. And as I'm looking at it now, I rushed it. I rushed looking for the forest a lot. That's why I did that forest a couple of times. Yep. And this should have been slightly more blue. Because apparently, if you make something far away, the bluer it is, or the closer to the sky color it is, the further away it looks. And I learned that by looking at Montana's mountains. I think there is this Dewey. He goes by the name Alec, and he's a smith. And there was this shot of the mountains, and they were really blue, but blue, the sky color blue. Anyways, I pretend that I found out the forest, and as you can see, I'm not really finishing the forest, but now I'm trying to kind of layer things out. Like, I know I'm gonna need some trees on the left and on the right. Here you go. The right side is kind of done. Something here, something there. I'm gonna need, some light on those trees, some detail already, because I'm feeling good about those mountains that are not finished. As I said, that was a mistake by adding a detail to the mountains where there was no need to add a detail. Yes, now the last layer. The thing that is closest to me. Some grass. Some trees, some something. Like the objects that are closest to me. And they're turning out pretty alright. Not that very terrible. But there is a problem looming onto us, because I am delving into details now, aren't I? I haven't solved the mountains, and I haven't solved the forest at the other side of a lake. And I am already doing all this. Now, the other mistake I have made in this painting is that I haven't thought about composition before I started painting. And as I've learned recently, like yesterday or the day before, I think one of those days, learning the composition of your own painting before you add any kind of detail. Like this is detailing, all right? I just detailed a tree, and it's far from the moment where I should be doing that. But because if this would be a traditional art, I would be kind of screwed royally because the forest is not done. The mountains are not done, and I'm already doing these whatever they are. Some water plants, they always grow where the damp areas are, I suppose. They kind of similar to something, but that's a kind of the whole idea. Because what I'm trying, well, essentially, this painting is still a series of paintings that are meant to teach me something, but actually, I have to learn myself. Everything you have to learn yourself. So, what I'm trying to learn here is the depth of the painting, the distancing of objects. When you look at stuff from, let's say, your window and you see another side of a town, right? How does it look like? Where the shadows go, where the light goes, how things are diffusing over the atmosphere. By the time the light gets into your eyes, how much of intensity is left, and all that kind of jazz. Now I'm adding details and little tiny little things, which is a mistake. Do that at the very, very end. I don't even have a sun here, and I already made little things like branches on the trees. Now I'm trying to figure out, hey, would I like to have that sun over there, over the mountains? Well, guess what? I already decided where my light is coming from with those goddamn trees. So I'm kind of, you know, putting myself in a tight spot here. And now I'm doing clouds, and I haven't finished the bloody forest. Oh, Christ, I'm dumb. This workflow is inefficient. But this is a good lesson because this painting is actually very successful in my Instagram. For some reason, it acquired a lot of likes. And when I asked some people, some people, all right, two is already some, all right? So I asked them why the freak this painting is adorable or lookable, or what is so attractive in this painting that people are looking at it. And the answer was everything is in its own place, which kind of spelled out to me that I have actually nailed the composition without even knowing that I was doing a composition. Always remember, first compose, then do the rest. And now I'm going to be looking at this painting for a while. Now, why is that? Simply because my waifu, my most beloved person in this entire universe, was just right beside me. And I asked her, what do you think of this? What is in this painting not where it's supposed to be? What is it in this painting that bugs you? What is it that makes you want to smash the monitor or something like that? What is wrong with this? And she said, mountains. Do you remember why? Yes, you do, because it was merely 9 minutes ago. The mountains are wrong. They were not finished. They were not done. They were not even remotely completed because I forgot. I was so in a moment of painting that I kind of forgot that if you want to make mountains, you gotta make mountains, right? They were not finished, not even close. Now I'm trying to finish them up, but I already forgot what kind of mountains I wanted. I know they have to have some blue. I know they have to have some white. They gotta be snowy and stuff. The shadows here and there. I don't remember what those green things were already. I kind of forgotten. And that is the danger of leaving the blob, which kind of supposed to represent mountains, on a canvas. But it kind of works. Well, at least this time it did. So, if you like my paintings, if you enjoy my videos, subscribe, like, share, do everything you want. And good night, good luck, and have a nice life. Because who else ever says that, right?